My Lord, let me begin straight away.
Don't go into the facts,
No.
just the legal proposition.
Just the legal proposition.
Makhdoom Sahab,
Sir, my Lord.
speaking for myself, there's one appeal by the federal government,
My Lord.
and the others are by private person.
My Lord.
Section 5 of the Act जो है, Practice and Procedure, my understanding is that only an aggrieved person can file an appeal. So how is the Federation aggrieved?
My Lord, because a statute of the Federation was struck down.
Sorry, आपका आवाज.
My Lord, two reasons. One, the Federation was the respondent, and it was a statute, federal statute, which was struck down. So if the Federation is not a respondent, then in that event, in a situation like this, where NAB didn't come forward as an appellant, then virtually every decision made by the court would be final and there would be no right of appeal. And your Lordship knows that even if we move away from 184.3, wherever statutes are struck down under 199 by the High Court, constitution petitions are filed under Article 185 of the Constitution and have been heard by this Honorable Court, and the Federation has never been non-suited on that ground.
Here we have to interpret Section 5 of the Practice and Procedure Act.
Yes, ma'am.
Subsection 2
Yes.
was in fact struck down by this court.
Yes.
But when you read subsection 1 and subsection 2,
Yes, my Lord.
it is an aggrieved person. And this court consistently has interpreted the expression aggrieved person as a person who has suffered a loss. A department or the government has not been treated as an aggrieved person for the purposes of an appeal.
If your Lordship may see Section 5.
I think there are two slight variations to the proposition. The first variation is any party to litigation, if a case is decided against him, will be presumed to be an aggrieved person. There may be third parties who may come forward and say, I am aggrieved by this person. In my opinion, those persons will have to show how are you aggrieved, as opposed to every petition that is filed, I'm aggrieved by this judgment. We don't delve into the question, how are you aggrieved by this judgment, if he's a party. If he's not a party, then HM Saya principle applies or not. Then we ask him how you aggrieve. You are a party, it is taken that you are an aggrieved person. Otherwise, that party would not have been arrayed as a party to begin with.
My Lord.
So why did the petitioner make him a party?
On same principle, we are allowing the respondent to appeal and to argue the matter.
And may I also may I just draw your Lordship's attention to Section 5 itself, and your Lordship will see that the word aggrieved person is missing from
But the
there.
fact is, again, this debate will become academic since you are one of the petitioners yourself. Matlab, there are the private parties as petitioners themselves.
Yes, my Lord.
So can we have your propositions?
My Lord, yes.
Ji.
My Lord, my first proposition before your Lordship is that during the pendency of this petition, the Practice and Procedure Act of this Honorable Court was enacted, and with that inaction we made.
Even if now you come back to the Practice and Procedure Act, please read Section 5.
My Lord, yes.
पढ़ दें उसको.
An appeal shall lie within 30 days from an order of a bench exercising jurisdiction under Clause 3 of Article 184 of the Constitution to a larger bench of the Supreme Court, and such appeal shall, within a period not exceeding 14 days, be fixed for hearing. And that's what I was submitting.
And please read subsection 2 as well.
Subsection 2, which has now been...
It has not been upheld by majority.
Yes, the right of appeal under subsection 1 shall, and I emphasize the word, also be available to an aggrieved person against whom an order has been made under Clause 3 of Article 184 of the Constitution prior to the commencement of this.
So it's
It
only
is not part of the statute.
It adds the aggrieved person, you say? It adds the aggrieved person
It broadens the definition.
Yes, my lord, but the word also, and your lordship will know that right from Fazaldeen's case in 1969, even the definition of an aggrieved person, which now is there under Article 199 of the Constitution, this Honorable Court in questions relating to fundamental rights has taken a relaxed view of that.